So what is actually Agilcon's approach and how we are helping and will be helping you on this path from valley of disillusionment, where we currently are, but I think we are going quite fast through this valley, and then start climbing if you remember the picture from Gartner, climbing the slope of enlightenment, as they call it, and then reaching the plateau of productivity. There are actually 4 steps currently today, how we see our mission when we are helping you using Salesforce and Gecko technologies. As mentioned at the beginning, we deal with 2 most important people that all the organizations deal with. So these are your employees and your customers. And how we connect with these people is by using your data and your processes. Those of you who went through some kind of implementation process with Agilcon know how we start. We start discussing data, how we put data together, how we bring data into the systems, and then we discuss the workflows, the processes, how we can digitize that. And then we give this to people, to your customers, consumers, or to your employees. What's going to happen here is that we are adding the AI layer. This is a little bit abstract, but I will now show you, and I hope till the end of and the next session, you will understand what this actually means. So there are 4 pillars that we are focusing from now on with also all the Salesforce AI technologies. First is not new one, it's data. Digitize, well-connected data. This is something that I'm repeating from the first day in Agilcon in 2010, 2011. Customer 360 view, employee 360 view, you need to put this all in one place and so on. We are doing that all the time. But you know, the bar is just higher every year and every year. Today, this task of bringing all data together is so much harder than it was 10, 15 years ago. Why? It's not just that we want to have recent data, we want to have real-time data. So what is happening at this moment? How people are using our products at this moment, we want to react to that. How people are using our website or our e-shop at this moment because we want to react to that. You know, everything real-time. This is technically quite a complex task. Then it's not just about transactional data, employee records, customer records, you know, orders and so on, this the traditional stuff. It's also about engagement data. Again, what people are doing, where are they leaving traces, you know? The volume of all the engagement data, so where customers and employees are leaving traces is maybe 10 times or 100 times the volume of data from the transactional systems. It's not just text anymore, it's multimodal. We will talk about that also later. We want to use also images, but not just images. We want to use videos and everything in customer service and other processes. And it's not just structured data, you know, nicely related data. It's a lot of unstructured data. It's chats, for example, it's different kind of transcripts, it's meeting minutes, it's documents that we are handling. Everything can be also used in AI later. So first is data. The second one, as mentioned, is the workflows, the digitized workflows. And again, as mentioned before, your past investments will count. It is important to have workflows digitized. Why? Let me give you a very simple example. We are all used to, you know, using ChatGPT, for example, as some kind of a chat interface. It's a nice experience, you can chat, but actually it doesn't do a lot of stuff. It is just chatting with us. It doesn't book a holiday. It doesn't book a hotel. It cannot really do anything. And this is where your processes, digitized processes, add value. Why? Because you want chat or you want AI in your companies not just to chat with you. You want them to place orders. You want them to qualify leads. You want them to create goals and so on. And for this to happen, you have to have these instructions of how to book something or how to create an order. You have to have these instructions digitized. So it's not just questions and answers from the AI, it's also execution. It's real orders that they can take. The third part is the AI algorithms. We all know, OpenAI, again, ChatGPT and so on, and we use them. But this will not be enough in a business environment. We need to have the AI integrated with data and workflows, and we need to take care of compliance. And these base models will not take care of compliance on its own. They will not do what the EU regulation is actually requirement. Platforms like Salesforce and Gecko built on Salesforce, they will do the compliance. No? And also maybe you want to choose different models within the same environment, within Salesforce using a different model for generating content in marketing, or different model for example, some insurance use cases. And then the last, of course, is employees. What we want to do, we want to position AI as some kind of a, we will call them from now on agent or assistant that works hand in hand with humans using the workflows and data together. Maybe a bit provocative word there, it's bullshit jobs. I will tell it a little bit more, not as loud, but this was actually an actual article in a Strike magazine in 2013, where this journalist David Graeber wrote an article on the phenomenon of bullshit jobs, where he said that a lot of, actually he said the majority of jobs today is either unnecessary or it can be automated. And the idea here is to probably the unnecessary jobs will stay. They will be automated, so it will hurt less, but there will be less jobs that can easily be automated now, especially with AI, probably also in the near future. So what are these agents? And how will they work hand in hand with humans? What are the characteristics of agents? And why, for example, some kind of a chat experience, ChatGPT, for example, is not an agent? First of all, agents are able to be autonomous. They can independently do stuff. For example, if you receive a lead from a customer, an inquiry from a customer, it can immediately act on that. It can send an email out, it can propose and schedule a qualification call. Maybe in some near-term future, it can even do the qualification and deliver back all the feedback that it has received from the potential customer on the other side, which will at some point probably also be agent, because it's a boring stuff just to do these qualification calls, of course. So autonomous. It can do stuff without us really starting the process. The second important characteristic is that it is goal-oriented. So let's imagine we have an agent in customer service, and its goal is to increase customer satisfaction. Of course, we need to be very careful with such goals. So for example, if this is the only goal without any guardrails, it might actually, I don't know, kill people to achieve better customer satisfaction, or consume too much resources, too much financial resources to achieve this goal. So we need to set good guardrails. But everything this agent will do in terms of how it conversates, what kind of processes internally is using, maybe changing addresses of some delivery, creating some orders, canceling some orders, and all the rest, everything will be done with the final goal to increase customer satisfaction. Then they are aware of context. What does it mean? It means that it has all the history and all the data backend that we have already prepared in our companies in the past. So it can, for example, in HR, adjust employee goal recommendations based on past performance from this employee. And they are learning. So whatever it happens, if they fail, they learn from that. If they succeed, they learn from that. If they recommend a product on the website which doesn't get purchased, it will learn from that. If it recommends a product which actually gets purchased, it will also remember that in its future strategies.